Thank you for welcoming me onto your screens or onto your headphones, depending on how you're watching this. I'm Eddie, and this is The Rollback. Folks, I'm here to talk to you today about The Evil Dead Rise, aka A Bloody Good Time.
What will be, will be.
So, a reunion between two estranged sisters is interrupted by a flesh-possessing demon monster, thrusting them into a primal battle, forcing them to face the most nightmarish version of a family imaginable. This movie is not for the faint of heart. If you've ever seen the 2013 version, you know that is a true horror movie. This is a true horror movie. The look and the atmosphere of this film is a horror movie, but not like, horror thriller, horror slasher. No. This is a horror film. Through and through, 100%. It is bloody in so many ways and so many fashions. And I want to be very clear, this is all praise. There's no shortage of blood and gore in this film. There's so much blood in this film, it would make Jack Torrance blush. And if you get that reference, I love you forever. But the core of this story is the relationship between Beth and Elle. Beth is a guitar tech, who just recently discovered she is pregnant. On the other side, we have Elle, who is recently estranged with her 3 children, living in, I actually kind of like it, nice apartment, but in a condemned building. It's a hole in the wall, but it's got heart. But oh man, there's a big but here. An earthquake happens that just happens to dislodge some cement in the like bottom area of the building where the cars park. Kind of like the basement in the original Cabin, where someone goes poking where they shouldn't. In this case, the son of Elle. And he finds a book, one of apparently 3 books of the dead. Apparently, I guess the Necronomicon is one, this is the other, and man, does it set off so many alarm bells. All hell breaks loose in this film, and make no mistake, this movie has no problem killing kids. That said, family bonds are at the heart of the story. A mother lost her 3 children. Well, a mother is lost, and her 3 children are now technically orphaned, like their dad is estranged, so there's a bit of an odd duck situation going on there. Their aunt does try to protect them, to be fair. Beth does her best, but she fails miserably. 2 of the 3 kids going out. I won't tell you which ones, but don't get too attached to anyone you like in this film at all. Don't get me wrong, they put up a fight, but this film is as depraved and as bloody and as gory as the 2013 version. Well, I guess technically it's a different film, but you get what I'm saying. Stylistically speaking, it is insane. One thing I do like though is the fact that they do pay a lot of homage to the original films, to the old films, without it feeling patronizing, I guess. Like finding the book in the basement versus finding the book in the basement of an old building, things like that. Or chainsaw is used, a shotgun is used. Again, I'm not knocking them, it's just they pay homage in a good way, I'd argue. It's a movie with a bloody heart at center and shows a shocking amount of restraint, with about 90% of this film taking place within the apartment that also happens to be condemned. Foreshadowing, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me be clear, this movie is worth the watch in theaters. I recommend it. It's not often that I say movies should be watched in theaters, but the sound design, the gravitas of it, like you're not gonna be able to get as scared at home as you would in a massive theater with these giant titans in front of you, these horror creatures. It's worth it. This is one I would say go out of your way to watch it in theaters, and maybe even pick up the DVD if you want to. Now, as far as cons are concerned, I think the only things that people are not going to like about this film are the things that I've been praising. It is very gory, it is very bloody. The kids, again, don't get attached to anybody. This movie is outrageous. And I mean that in the best ways, but for some people, those best ways might not always be a good thing. But that's them. That said, my grade for this film is going to be an A, and this might be the best horror film of the year. Scream is giving it its run for money, but blood and gore, like, this movie has it all. It is a terrifying film to watch. A movie that it's easy to get sucked into. But that said, what did you think of The Evil Dead Rise? Go ahead and comment down below. Do us a favor and like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. We are always trying to grow this channel. As you can tell by our history, we upload pretty frequently, so we'd appreciate it. That said, that's going to wrap it for this episode. I've been Eddie, and this was The Rollback. We'll see everybody.